Okay, so now that you've identified the problem and you've come up with your list of constraints, the next thing we're going to be doing is you're going to actually just jump into SketchUp and you're going to start some brainstorming models. Now, if you recall, each of you you're required to have 4 different configurations. Now, I don't expect you to have all 4 of these, right out of the gate. I think that each model, each possible solution, should take you like a couple of days, right, equivalent to a couple of class periods. That's to figure out not just a solution that technically works, but a considered solution that you think is one that you'd actually want to live in for at least 9 months. So once you get that the furniture arrangement all set up, the next thing you're going to be doing is dressing it up. You're going to be pulling in furniture and decor, appliances, whatever you might need from the warehouse to make it more than just a bare bones dorm room. So to do all that stuff, you need to have SketchUp. And what most of you are going to be using is a web-based version of SketchUp called SketchUp Free. So to get that, you're going to go to sketchup.com, and you're going to click on Products, and you're going to click on SketchUp Free. You'll click on Start Modeling, and for you folks, because I've already been logged in, it's going to prompt you to log in. And when you do that, you're going to need to put in your school email. So first, last name, lynbrookschools.org. And if you don't already have a Trimble account, which most of you don't, then you're going to make one. You're going to make a free account. It's going to send you a link to your school email, and you're going to need to go ahead and click on that link in order to get started. And once you've done that, then you won't have to do that again. And trying to save time, so hopefully this works. I have a few tabs open. Once you hit Start Modeling and you log in, it should bring you here. And when you do that, you're actually not going to hit Start Modeling. What you're going to do, because that's if you're going to make a brand new model, you're going to go to Open, and you're going to go to My Computer. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to pull up your dorm room model, the one that you got from my website. And then you're going to, so again, when you go to my website, you go to the dorm room challenge, you're going to download this if you haven't already. And then this is where you're going to pull it up. Then when you open that, again, trying to be quick here, you're going to see something like this. So here we have a model of what the dorm room looks like by default. So when you first move into the dorms and you walk through these doors here, or this door, this is what you see. You have your 2 desks, your 2 beds, a window, a 2-drawer and 3-drawer dresser, right, for both roommates. Oh, and I'm stuck in here. And then you have your 2 wardrobes on each side. So these act as your closets. Now they're closets, but these can actually move. So feel free to work that into your design. Now I also, as I showed you in the last video, you have these different configurations that your bed can be. So you can have just a regular twin bed, normal height. You can loft a bed. So I did this for you already. And you can bunk the beds. I did this for you as well. So obviously if you bunk the beds, then you're going to get rid of the second bed, because that's combining 2 into 1. Okay, and then you're going to start working on this. So the thing is, what you're looking at here is a little bit different than what you're used to using as far as SketchUp in the classroom. So this is SketchUp Free. I showed you this before we left for this break, for lack of a better word. And the way that it works is the same. The way that it looks is different. So if you're looking for a certain tool and you're not sure where it is, what's a good example? Maybe like Rotate, for example. So Rotate, I assume, is going to be nested under Move. I say I assume because I'm not completely familiar with this yet either, because I rarely use SketchUp Free. But it's a similar tool. So there it is. There's Rotate. If you didn't know that, what you can do, which is nice, is there's a search bar here. So any command or any tool that you're looking for, you can search, and it'll bring that up. But again, of course, I wouldn't normally rotate without pre-selecting something. So I don't know. Let's say I did that, searched for my Rotate tool, and wanted to rotate this 90 degrees. And just like we do in the classroom, I can type in 90 so I can be accurate. I can move it from there. And if you're working on your tablet, or just if your internet's slow, like mine has kind of been lately, This is going to be a little bit slower than it is in class, but it shouldn't be painfully slow. Like, you should see that this is moving, pretty smoothly for me, which is nice. Now, when you're actually working on this, there's a few things you might want to do. You might want to just go ahead and delete these walls completely, at least for now. You can delete them, you can right-click, you can hide them. What I'd rather do, because you want to know what your confines are, your 13 by 15 foot space with an 8-foot ceiling, you might instead want to go in and edit this, and you might want to paint it. And if I was to do that, and by the way, when you do this, it'll probably have these, like, these are all the different colors and materials that are already in the model. If you click over here, this will bring you to all the different options. So you might want to do like a translucent kind of glass. These are just different ideas, right? If you chose a translucent glass, then this way you can, see what you're doing, and you can see what your confines are. And then this is how you would start your very first brainstorming model. Once you have finished one, which again should be a couple of class periods, worth of time, then what you can do is Control Move, just like we do in class, make a copy, because you're going to have a total of 4 of these. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's all you should need to know how to do in order to get set up. Now, if you're having trouble with SketchUp Free, if it's freezing on you, if it's just not opening, if it's crashing, if it's slow, then make sure to watch my other video that's going to show you how to download a trial version of SketchUp Pro.